Hi everyone, Keyboard Warrior here, and welcome back. And today we will be reviewing the LEOBOG Hi75. Now the one I have here is the DIY kit. It comes only with the frame and the cable, and it costs around $69 US. So this keyboard is a 75% layout, it is gasket mounted, and it only has Type-C wired connection. Now the best thing about this keyboard is that it is budget friendly for an aluminium keyboard, and it weighs significantly heavy at 1.23 kg. It is also 5-pin hot swappable, so many of your switches can be replaced, and it has south-facing RGB. Now I would like to apologize, I lost the box for it, but you can just trust me when I say that inside there's nothing much, it's just the keyboard itself. There's a keycap and switch puller, a USB-C cord cable, and came with 2 switches as well. Alright, so let's look at the design. The version I have here is white, and the first thing I notice is how heavy it is. So at the top here, there's nothing much, just a USB-C port, and it has a very clean look. At the back of the board, I have added on the given suction feet, but the overall design looks very nice, it looks very clean, and they engraved the logo very nicely into the back, which helps to match the desk mat that I currently have. So the reason why people like aluminium keyboards is that because it is very heavy, and it makes the keyboard feel premium, and it gives a nice sound profile. Just listen to the ting when I try to knock on the board. So this keyboard's design has a very cute astronaut logo at the front here. It is magnetic, so it could be flipped around as such. Now I couldn't find different designs for this, so I assume that there isn't any other designs available, but you could go and take a look. And this keyboard has a very unique knob. It doesn't use the conventional D knob, which most keyboards use, so you can't replace it with other types of keyboard knobs, but this brand does have certain different types of design that you can choose from and replace it. So this knob has 2 pieces. It has an outer ring and an inner piece here, and it fits like this. Now let's put this one side and look at the teardown of this keyboard. So this keyboard is a gasket mount, but it still has Phillips screws at the side that you need to remove in order to open up the keyboard. So it'll be good to have a wow stick, but if you're poor like me, you can just use a regular screwdriver. Alright, now taking off the top cover, we see the polycarbonate plate with the PCB. But let's bring it to the top first and look underneath. So at the bottom casing, there's a daughter board connected to the PCB that acts as the power line. And first, we will try and remove it. So how this is done is by wiggling out the connection on the PCB and taking out the white strip cable on it. So at the back of the PCB, there is a sticky plastic kind of pad, which they call the PET pad. And then there is poron foam in between the PCB and the pad, but not sure why it is so sticky like this. Now I'll try to disassemble the PCB, but I got a bit lazy to take off the switches, so this is how I took it out, which is not advisable. The PCB has flex cuts in it, and that should make the PCB a bit more flexible and better to type on. Moving back to the PCB, there remains a poron switch pad, some poron plate foam, and the polycarbonate plate itself. And I just want to highlight that they have the foam at the sides here to avoid metal on metal contact. And now we reassemble the keyboard like this. Alright, now let's look at the stock stabilizers. So this is tray mounted, it does not support screw-in stabs. And to take it off, we first remove the foam like this. And then take out the stabilizers like this. Now taking a closer look and opening up the stabs, we see that it is indeed factory lubed, but it doesn't look very well done. And looking at the back of the stabs, we see that it doesn't need to be clipped, which is good for us. And honestly, this stabilizer did have some rattle at the left side, so here's a sound test of it. So since this is a barebone kit, I'm gonna use my newly purchased Cerakey V2 blue and white. These are ceramic keycaps and they are pretty expensive, but they do give a very nice deep and thocky sound. But don't worry, there will be a sound test with a cherry profile PBT keycaps at the end of this video as well. So now let's look at the RGB of this keyboard with this shine through ceramic keycaps. I'm not sure how to feel about the shine through of these ceramic keycaps, but let me know what you guys think about it. And that's it for my review. Now overall, I think this is a very good budget-friendly aluminum keyboard, but I do notice one thing, which is that the keycaps are a little bit misaligned. It's a bit hard to see in this video, but if you get it and you try on different set of keycaps, you may notice that some of the letters may be not evenly spaced out or a bit angled out. But if you're looking for an aluminum keyboard with just a wired connection and a knob, then this keyboard is a very good choice for you to consider. One last thing to add is that this keyboard has the software for you to update your macros or change the button functions or even the RGB of this keyboard. And with that, thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy and want more. Now I will leave you with the sound test of the keyboard with cherry profile keycaps and the Cerakey keycaps.